Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrityam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Tato Jayamudirayet
Tato Jayam Udirayet.
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavati Ruttama Sloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki.
Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 11, verse 27. Sitatapatra Vyajanair Upaskritha
Sitatapatra Vyajaner Upashkrita.
Prasuna Varshair Abivarshithaya Pati
Prashuna Varsher Abhivarshita Pati.
Vishangavasa Vanamalaya Babau
Vishangavasa Vanamalaya Babau.
Gano Yatharko Dupachapa Vaidyutai
Gano Yatharko Dupa Chapa Vedutai.
Sitatapatra Vyajanair Upaskritha
Sitatapatra Vyajaner Upaskrita.
Prasuna Varshair Abivarshitha Pati
Prashuna Varsher Abhivarshita Pati.
Vishangavasa Vanamalaya Babau
Vishangavasa Banamalaya Babau.
Gano Yatarko Dupachapa Vaidyutai
Gano Yatharko Dupa Chapa Vaidyutai.
Siddhatapatra Vyajanair Upaskritha
Sitatapatra Vyajane Upaskrita.
Prasuna Varshair Abivarshitapati
Prashuna Varsher Abhivarshita Pati.
Vishangavasa Vanamalaya Babau
Vishangavasa Vanamalaya Babau.
Gano Yatharko Dupachapa Vaidyutai
Gano Yatharko Dupa Chapa Vaidyutai.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charnaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
Sita Atapatra, white umbrella.
Sita Atapatra, white umbrella.
Yeah.
Vyajanai with a chamara fan.
Vyajanai with a chamar fan.
Upaskritha being served by.
Upaskrita being served by.
Prasuna flowers.
Prasuna flowers.
Varshai by the shores.
Varshai by the showers.
Abhivarshitha thus being covered.
Abhivarshita thus being covered.
Pathi on the road.
Pati
on the road.
Vishangavasa by the yellow garments.
Vishangavasa by the yellow garments.
Garlands. Babhau, thus it became.
Vabhav, thus it became.
Ana, cloud.
Ghana, cloud.
Yatha, as if.
Yatha,
Yatha,
as if.
as if.
Arka, the sun.
Arka, the sun.
Udupa, the moon.
Udupa, the moon.
Chapa, the rainbow.
Chapa, the rainbow.
Vaidyuthai, by the lightning.
Vaidyutai, by the lightning.
Translation, please repeat after me. As the Lord passed along the public road of Dwaraka,
As the Lord passed along the public road of Dwarka,
his head was protected from the sunshine by a white umbrella.
his head was protected from the sunshine by a white umbrella.
White feathered fans moved in semicircles.
White feathered fans moved in semicircles.
And showers of flowers fell upon the road.
And
showers of flowers fell upon the road.
His yellow garments and garlands of flowers made it appear.
His yellow garments and garlands of flowers made it appear
as if a dark cloud were surrounded simultaneously by sun, moon, lightning, and rainbows.
As if a dark cloud were surrounded simultaneously by sun, moon, lightning, and rainbows. Purport. The sun, moon, rainbow, and lightning do not appear in the sky simultaneously. When there is sun, the moonlight becomes insignificant, and if there are clouds and a rainbow, there is no manifestation of lightning. The Lord's bodily hue is just like a new monsoon cloud. He is compared herein to the cloud. The white umbrella over his head is compared to the sun. The movement of the bunch hair fan of flukes is compared to the moon. The showers of flowers are compared to the stars. His yellow garments are compared to the rainbow. So all these activities of the firmament being impossible simultaneous factors cannot be adjusted by comparison. The adjustment is possible only when we think of the inconceivable potency of the Lord. The Lord is all-powerful, and in His presence, anything impossible can be made possible by His inconceivable energy. But the situation created at the time of His passing on the roads of Dwarka was beautiful and could not be compared to anything besides the description of natural phenomena.
Hariom Tatsatuma Gyante Mirandasya Gyananyana Shalaka Chakshurun Militam Yanatasme Sri Gurave Namaha. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Jaya Pathaka Swamin Eti Namine Namo Acharya Padaya Nitaya Kripa Pradhaine Gaurakata Dhamadhaya Nagara Grama Tharine Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavati Paschatya Desatharine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama Hare Gopal Govinda Ram Srimad Sodanam Mukam Karodi Vachalam Pangulangai Tegiri Metkirpata Mahamande Sri Gurum Dina Tarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat. So this is a very wonderful narration of a comparison in glorification, that how the Lord would look like, how his white umbrella on over the head would look like to cover the sunlight, how the fans, which is white color chamara, which is in a semicircle, is being fanned. The Lord is being fanned. How does that look like? And his yellow garments, and how the Lord is fully black in color, is like a newly formed fresh rain cloud. So this, in one sense, the beauty, any bit of beauty of the Lord is also inconceivable, and it is uncomparable. First point is, he is all transcendental, and all the paraphernalia and everything is transcendental. And the devotees who are performing devotion service of fanning the Lord, holding the umbrella, riding the chariot, and coming along with him, singing, doing kirtan, all this wonderful pure devotion service, all are transcendental. How can you compare something transcendental to the material? That is point number one. Point number two, the appearance as a result of the Lord surrounded, accepting the devotion service of his pure devotees and moving around along with his devotees in the streets of his own kingdom, Dwaraka. And that is also incomparable, not only inconceivable. So to compare, we don't have anything. So Acharyas only can narrate these things because Jnaninas Tattvadarshinaha, they have seen the truth. So other than them, nobody else would be able to describe it as very wonderfully narrated in these pages of Srimad Bhagavatam, which means that the sun, moon, rain cloud, lightning, all these things simultaneously. So such a contemplation is not possible by conditioned soul, only because they are seer of the truth and they are able to comment. This is called a commentary. So only they can comment on what's going on, what is actually that they are seeing. So that is commentary. And the Acharyas have given this wonderful commentary that even in comparison, when they are giving the comparison with the material thing, that so that we can understand. It is for us to understand, they are giving the comparison. Even that comparison, materially inconceivable comparison. For example, the sun and moon simultaneously don't appear because even they appear, moon becomes invisible, overpowered by the sunlight. And in such a state, how can you see sun and the moon? But the semicircled fan, white color fan, are compared to the moon, and the umbrella is compared to the sun, while Krishna is the newly formed fresh rain cloud, which is quite dark. And in the dark, there is a beautiful umbrella. Just think of it as it is. So white, dark color, very beautiful. A huge cloud of, freshly, newly formed fresh cloud is covered with an umbrella on the top, that is sun. And then on the moon, on the sideways, which is the semicircled peacock feather, fan, white color chamara fan, which is Lord is being fanned by his pure devotees. And then his yellow garment is like, a rainbow. So this is simultaneously lightning, rainbow, and, sun and moon, all these things with around a cloud, surrounded a cloud. A cloud is surrounded by all these things. It can never happen materially. It can never happen materially. So it is inconceivable potency, also very beautifully narrated by the Acharya. So only with the pure devotional service, one can envision such things. And this is very beautifully narrated. And even we can understand that in case if all these things simultaneously happens, how it would look like. So this is a very wonderful, commentary, and Srila Prabhupada has given us the very wonderful knowledge of how to understand Srimad Bhagavatam. From his purport, one can understand Srimad Bhagavatam. So let's go to the next verse. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 11, verse 28. Pravishtastu griham pitro.
Pravishtastu griham pitro.
Parishvakta svamatrubi.
Parishvakta swamatribhi.
Vavande shirasa sapta.
Vavande shirasa sapta.
Devaki pramukha muda.
Devaki pramukha muda.
Pravishtastu griham pitro.
Pravishtastu griham pitro.
Parishvakta svamatrubi.
Parishvakta swamatribhi.
Vavande shirasa sapta.
Vavande shirasa sapta.
Devaki pramukha muda.
Devaki pramukha muda.
Pravishtastu graham pitro.
Pravishtastu griham pitro.
Parishbhakta swamatribhi.
Parishvakta swamatribhi.
Bhavande sirasa sapta.
Vavande shirasa sapta.
sapta.
Devaki pramukha muda.
Devaki pramukha muda.
Synonyms. Pravishta, after entering.
Pravishtha, after entering.
Two, but.
But
Griham, houses.
griham, houses.
Pitro, of the father.
Pitro, of the father.
Parishvakta, embraced.
Parishvakta, embraced.
Swamatribhi, by his own mother.
Swamatribhi, by his own mother.
By his own mothers.
Vavandhe, offered obeisances.
Vavande, offered obeisances.
Sirasa, his head.
Sirasa, his head.
Sapta, seven.
Sapta, seven.
Devaki, pramukha. Sorry.
Devaki.
Sapta, seven.
Devaki.
Devaki.
Pramukha, headed by.
Pramukha, headed by.
Muda, gladly.
Muda, gladly.
Translation, please repeat after me. After entering the house of his father.
After entering the house of his father.
He was embraced by the mother's present.
He was embraced by the mother's present.
And the Lord offered his obeisances unto them by placing his head at their feet.
And the Lord offered his obeisances
unto
unto them
by placing his head at their feet.
The mothers were headed by Devaki, his real mother.
The mothers were headed by Devaki, his real mother.
Purport.
It appears that Vasudeva, the father of Lord Krishna, had completely separate residential quarters where he lived with his 18 wives, out of whom Srimati Devaki is the real mother of Lord Krishna. But in spite of this, all other stepmothers were equally affectionate to him, as will be evident from the following verse. Lord Krishna also did not distinguish his real mother from his stepmothers, and he equally offered his obeisances unto all the wives of Vasudeva present on the occasion. According to scriptures also, there are 7 mothers. 1, the real mother. 2, the wife of the spiritual master. 3. The wife of a Brahmana. 4. The wife of the king. 5. The cow. 6. The nurse. And 7. The earth. All of them are mothers. Even by this injunction of the Shastras, the stepmother, who is the wife of the father, is also as good as the mother, because the father is also one of the spiritual masters. Lord Krishna, the Lord of the universe, plays the part of an ideal son just to teach others how to treat their stepmothers.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
நீ கொஞ்சம் சொல்லு.
So this is again very nice verse, that how the Lord, when he entered his own house, how he is behaving. So as soon as he entered, mothers are so eagerly waiting, and they wanted to immediately hold the Lord, their son, and then they have embraced. And what did Krishna do? Krishna, he has offered his obeisances unto them. How he is obedient to his parents, by placing his head at their feet. That is the very beautiful thing. And amongst all the mothers who treats Krishna in the Vatsalya Rasa are called mothers, and amongst them the real mother stands Devaki, as the jewel on the crown. So, and Vasudeva, who is the father of Lord Krishna, and they had their own quarters. And quarters in the sense palace. For them, quarters are the palaces. Like Krishna had 16,108 palaces, each one for his wives. Similarly, Vasudeva, he had also residential quarters where he also lived with his 18 wives. And Srimati Devaki is the real mother of Lord Krishna. So all the 18 wives are Krishna's mothers. As Srila Prabhupada says that even the stepmothers, they are as good as mothers, just like father is as good as spiritual master. So here Srila Prabhupada says, who all can be mother? And so this Vasudeva's all wives would be treating Krishna as their own son, where they are all mothers, and Devaki is the real mother. So she stands. So amongst the 18 mothers, Devaki stands the real mother also. And so affectionate. Other stepmothers were equally, after all, it's Krishna. We have seen in Krishna book also how wonderfully all the cows, calves, and all the mothers of all the Gopas are so affectionate to Krishna. All the fathers and mothers of Gopas, they have shown more affection to Krishna than to their own son. That is, Krishna is all attractive and is adorable. And loving him means really loving everybody. So here the mothers were equally affectionate to him, as affectionate as mother Devaki. So that is to be understood. And he, nevertheless, Krishna, he didn't see that they are my stepmothers, Devaki is my real mother. No, he made no such distinction at all. So he also equally offered obeisances to all the wives of Vasudeva, all the 18 mothers who were present in the occasion. So here Prabhupada gives that who are all the 7 mothers, that is as per the Shastra, the real mother, the wife of the spiritual master, the wife of Brahmana, the wife of the king, the cow, the nurse, and the earth. They are all called mothers. And by these injunctions of the Shastras, also the stepmother, who is the wife of the father, is as good as mother. So it comes under the mother category only. So, and the father is like spiritual master. So Lord Krishna, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who manifested the all cosmic manifestation, he plays the part of an ideal son here. So that through that, whatever great man performs, common men follow. So for that purpose, Krishna is demonstrating here as to how to live for a common man, to teach others how to treat their stepmothers. This is the main important point that Prabhupada quotes here, that what is Krishna teaching without any distinguish between the real mother and the stepmothers. He is treating them. So over to Shantagopi.
Hare Krishna Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Mugam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yatkripa Tamaham Mande Sri Gurum Deenatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Meshwaram. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. So, very amazing portion which we are seeing, that how Krishna, while entering Dwaraka, all the people were receiving, and now he has gone into the pathway. First he was in the ocean shore blowing the conch shell, and then he went in the pathway, then he entering the palace. So all his relatives directly meeting them, and all the mothers, here it's mentioned mothers in plural. So in those times Vasudeva and the Kshatriyas used to have many wives, for they are protecting the kingdom, and the Pativrata, that Pativrata will protect their life. So when they go for war, compared to any other soldier, the king has to live alive. He has to be alive, so that is possible because of the Pativrata of the, there is a vrata called Pativrata. The chastity of the wife will protect the husband. Otherwise, there is always danger for the life of the husband. This is one of the reasons Prabhupada is mentioning some other place in Bhagavatam. There are many reasons he is mentioning why they had many wives. And one of the main reason is this. The Pativrata, the vrata which the lady maintains, that not specifically dedicated to the husband, that gives some special power to the husband, that nobody else can easily take away the life very casually. Like normal citizen can be easily taken, normal person. So king has to be alive. So this is the reason. So here we are seeing that how Vasudeva had many wives, but each one was maintained in different palaces. And the marriage or the man-women relationship is not for sense gratification. It is for performing devotional service only, primarily dedicated. They are very pure personalities, very pure, very high class. The person who cannot control his senses is considered very low class. Very low class, where he cannot see everybody as mother except the wife. Only the wife has to be seen as wife. Anyone who sees either other person's wife or other girls or other women in a wrong way, having a wrong idea, is considered very, very wrong. It is very low class. So the standard those time was very, very high. And especially here, the seven mothers are listed. So we have to see who are all the seven mothers. First, can you go to the purport? Can you scroll? So very amazingly, Krishna is offering obeisances to all his mothers. Otherwise, also in Vrindavan, we saw that Krishna, all the mothers, they felt so much separation from Krishna that only Yashoda is able to have Krishna as the son. So, but they were feeling so much separation that Krishna comes and steals butter in my house. He comes and speaks with me, plays, but not as much as the full day he's not with me. They didn't feel a competition with Yashoda, but of course they felt a separation from Krishna. So, because of that, Krishna, he allowed Brahma to kidnap the cows and calves. Even the cows were feeling that Krishna is drinking my milk, but not every day my milk, not all the days my milk. Not out of competition, but not out of competition or envy somebody takes up spiritual life or spiritual services or anything. But we take out of love for Krishna. The motivational factor should be love. Love for Krishna, love for Guru should be the motivational factor. So here we see that is the speciality of Goloka Vrindavana. The speciality of Krishna's abode is that all the mothers felt separation from Krishna. And they felt, of course, Yashoda to be very fortunate, but they were not having the fortune and they were crying. So Krishna made Brahma kidnap the cows and calves. And he himself became the cows and calves. He could have easily stopped Brahma. It is not that he cannot do it. So Brahma wanted to test. Everybody is telling, after Krishna lifted Govardhan, he had, all of them are telling this is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So really is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna says to Brahma that in every day of yours, I'll come once. In your every day, I'll come once. So that day, Krishna has not yet come today. So he was thinking, Krishna said he will come, but whether this is really Krishna. So already Brahma knows. Goloka eva nivasati akilatma budho govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajami. This Brahma Samhita is written by Brahma. Brahma is giving the glories of Krishna. He already knows about Krishna, about Goloka and all. So, but he want to check whether this is Krishna. This is Supreme Lord, Adi Purusha. So in order to test, he comes and steals the cows and calves, and Krishna allows it to happen. But actually, Krishna is the protector of Raja. Nobody can even touch anybody without the knowledge of Krishna. And immediately, Krishna protected from Asuras. Immediately. We are singing Rajajana Palana Srakula Nasana Nanda Godana Rakobala Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Sundara Nanda Gopala. So we are singing Rajajana Palana Asurakula Nasana. So the Vraja people are protected and the Asuras are killed immediately. Nanda Godana Rakavala, all Nanda's cows will be protected. So how Krishna allowed Vrajajana Palana, how the Gopas were kidnapped? Why? And also Asurakola Nasana, that Brahma came and saw, he is not Asura, but he stole. He could have destroyed or he could have fought very easily, he could have finished Brahma. There's no problem. But he maintained the child position for 1 year, and he became calves and calves only, not cows, calves and gopas. And then he went back home for 1 year. Krishna was only with the parents, and all the parents felt more affection towards their children. Now today, when that is called Brahma Vimohana Leela. So that the day Brahma was stolen the calves and gopas, the day Krishna became gopas and calves, and he went back, all the mothers, they are seeing their children returning home. The mother will wait outside the door with the arati plate. Generally, that is the thing in Vrindavan, that the mothers will wait with the arati plate. Morning also they'll perform arati and send the children for a successful grazing. Great, very wealthy place Vrindavan is, naturally wealthy, nourished. So while returning also, but when they saw this time today, they had so many times more affection towards Krishna, that boy, their own son, and they were feeling, why today I am having, my heart is overwhelmed, it's overflowing. So for Vrajavasis, it is very natural. Vrajavasi means those who lived in the pastime of Krishna. Not one who goes and settle down in Vrindavan is called Vrajavasi. That is a wrong idea. Vrajavasi is actually a person who is in the pastime or associates of Krishna. Even the person who goes there for a genuine order of spiritual master, execute service in Vrindavan, only can be called as Vrajavasi. On the order of spiritual master, one goes there and performs some service. Otherwise, simply somebody goes and stays there, they cannot be called Vrajavasi. They have taken shelter of Raja, of course. So there is a layer. All the dhams are covered with a layer by Lord Shiva. And people live on that layer only. And only some people, by the order of spiritual master, they perform service, or genuine devotees, they enter into, Lord Shiva allows them to enter into the original dham and see. So these Vrajavasis, Krishna lived with them. And the mothers were feeling so much affection. The cows were feeling so much affection. So one day, what will happen? So Balram, that was Balram Jayanti day when the Brahma Vimohana Leela happened, Balram's birthday. So Balram didn't come to the forest. So he didn't know this. Krishna hid that from him. But Balram was very surprised that how the mothers are showing extra affection to their kids. And one day they were grazing the calves. That's Krishna only, the calves were Krishna. And they were grazing the calves and near the Govardhan, down the hill. And at that time, the elder Gopas were grazing the cows, bigger cows, on top of the Govardhan. So what happened? From top, very, very far, the Govardhan was very big, and they saw from top, they saw that the door far away, the small calves are grazed by all the Gopas also. So all the Gopas also Krishna, Krishna is also Krishna, the calves also Krishna, except Balram. So the cows saw that and they rushed from top of the mountain towards the calves. And then they towards the calf, and they were running. They didn't know which is stone, which is thorn, which is bushes. They were running like a waterfall is running from top of a mountain. You could have seen a waterfall. Does it consider, oh, down there is a rock, I should go slowly. Oh, now I'll go. No fear, nothing, simply seamlessly going. Seamless flow. So they were rushing towards the calves, and they immediately came. And despite the Gopas were not able to control the cows, and it's a shame for the because like a Kshatriya, he shows his power of fighting. The same way for a Vaishya, control of the animals and the agriculture, all these are all their expertise. They are very expert. So they felt very ashamed, the fathers. They were thinking, and when they came down and they became very angry, and they were scolding the cows, and they were running down the hill. And when they ran down the hill, when they came near Krishna, they also felt so much towards their sons. And when the cows were all licking the calves and giving milk and licking the calves, at that time all the fathers were hugging their children, and so much affection they were showing and kissing their heads, and like this. Balram is watching all this, and he's surprised. What is this? He understood something seriously wrong. Not seriously wrong, something seriously right. So what he asked, what is the matter? Then after all these things, then after that they scolded, oh, come on, cows, go. They felt a little ashamed also. Then they went. After they went, then Balram asked Krishna, what is happening? I'm very sure I'm been feeling this from the day my birthday happened. I'm feeling this, that everybody in Vrindavan is having more attachment towards their children, and also the cows are having more attachment towards their calf. The parents were showering so much affection. It is impossible to shower this much affection except for you, on you, only on you. So how it is possible? Then Krishna explained that how Brahma stole all the cows and calves, so calves and gopas, and he became the calves and gopas. Balram was laughing. Only Balram knew the truth. Then next year, again on Balram Jayanti, Brahma returned back. Actually, he returned and he saw all this. So very sweet exchange between the parental affection between Krishna and his mothers, and mothers and Krishna, fathers and Krishna. All affection can be satisfied only by Krishna. The material world is kama, krodha, lobha, moha, dirty, dustbin, latrine, dirty place. Only after skin, nothing else. Only after skin. This Prabhupada is calling the skin disease. Even the family affection is called skin disease, then what to speak of others? So here, especially we need to see the seven mothers. We have to understand Prabhupada. One line you all of you read in the last line of this purport, very, very important. So Lord Krishna, the Lord of the universe, Jagannath, Lord of the universe means Jagannath, plays the part of an ideal son. Here he is entering Dwaraka, his ideal son, just to teach others how to treat their stepmothers. So how to teach treat your stepmother. Now the question, my father is not, I'm not having stepmother. No, not like that. There are 7 mothers who are listed here. There are 7 mothers. Prabhu, can you little scroll up? The first is the real mother who begot you, who fed you, who took care of your body. They may not take care of your soul. They may not give you any spiritual injunction. They may not even teach you how to live a life or earn your own money. But they, of course, whatever your bodily strength you are having, that is given by the real mother. So you should treat them equally. That is what Krishna is showing as an example. You can treat 7 mothers equally. That is why Prabhupada asked, second, you see, the wife of the spiritual master. So mostly in ISKCON and all, mostly are sannyasis, but Guru Maharaj also told, and also during Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time and all, Grahasthas were initiating spiritual masters and also instructing spiritual masters. There are 2 spiritual masters, Diksha Guru and Siksha Guru. So when the wife of the spiritual master, if somebody is teaching you Bhagavatam, somebody is teaching you Bhagavatam, and the wife of that Bhagavata should be considered mother. So Prabhupada asked everyone to call Mataji, the women as Mataji. Mata means mother. Ji is some simple respect, not heavy respect, but simple respect. They were calling Prabhupada Swamiji. Then Prabhupada said, no, call me Prabhupada. Because that Ji is actually a simple respect only, less simple. So, and it's not, a spiritual master deserves better. So then the wife of the spiritual master should be seen as mother. So that is why Prabhupada asked everybody to call us Mataji, 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 so that they don't see in a wrong sense. So I also prefer here and after, if you people call me Mataji, I'll be more glad. In the real meaning, having the real meaning in the heart, that is very essential. So the real mother, the wife of the spiritual master. So Bhagavatam Prabhu is taking. So I'm mother. You shouldn't be seen in any wrong sense. Real mother, the wife of the spiritual master, and also wife of the Brahmana. It's a very nice verse actually. It's a nice verse. Mata, Guru Patni, Rishi Patni, Guru Patni, Brahmana Patni, Raja Patni, Go, Datri, and Prithvi. I don't know. The last one is Datri and Bhumi. These are all the 7 mothers. Very nice. So sloka. This is the translation Prabhupada is giving on the sloka. Who are all the mothers? The real mother, the wife of the spiritual master, wife of the Brahmana. Brahmani is also mother. Nobody should wrongly see a Brahmana's wife in any sense. Mother. And equal respect, equal affection they should give. One who seriously considers himself to be the body will be affectionate only towards the real mother. Only towards, because 100% they are believing they are the body only. In that way, in every life, they are having one mother and they are very dedicated to that mother. But actually, the Supreme Mother is, of course, Srimati Radharani. The wife of the spiritual master, the wife of the Brahmana, the wife of the king, Rajapatni. Rajapatni also should be treated as mother. Now there is no Raja, not like go into the politics and see that the wife of some politician. No. You take a temple, the temple president is somewhat like a king. He is managing things. So such manager may be there. And his wife also should be seen as a mother. Then Go generally we call as Go Mata, mother, Go Mata. It's because it's providing milk for nourishment. When we were born as babies, mother's milk is not enough. Gradually mother's milk will reduce. So, but we cannot eat anything. No teeth, nothing. So the cow always produces extra milk more than the calf, more than for its calf. So the cow provides milk for other living entities, especially for human. So cow has to be treated as mother. And the nurse can also be told as the the one who brings up the child. Sometimes the parents will be working, so they may leave the baby. Nowadays, it's very, very dangerous. We see that there are so many wrong things are happening. But generally, the stepmother or the person to whom I had a friend, and his mother was not able to give enough affection to the baby. So the mother sent the boy to the grandmother's house, the grandson. But the grandson and the grandmother were like mother and son only. Another example is here we see Yashoda and Krishna. So Yashoda, there was no very favorable situation in the palace of Devaki. Devaki is the real mother. She begot this child, but there was a danger for his life. So Devaki sent the baby to Vrindavan, and Yashoda took care of the boy exactly like her own son. And the boy also showed the similar affection. So you see Balram also. Balram is very clearly visible because Rohini only took and went. Rohini took Balram to Vrindavan. She begot Balram in Vrindavan. But Rohini is the mother. Everybody knows that Vasudeva was the father. But still, Balram was equally treated by Yashoda and Nanda as their own son. They both were like twins, Balram and Krishna. Despite everyone knows the child is Rohini's, who is Vasudeva's son. At least for Yashoda, it was hidden from her. But for Rohini, it was visible. But Balram is equally treated with Krishna. So here, the cow, the nurse, the earth, this is very high quality living. High quality living is not in the material situation, but in the affection we show. Nowadays, it is very sarvadharman parityachamamekam charanam praja. Nowadays, we see that all the dharmas are being broken, and even the family are not able to have children. They adopt. Even those days, the adoption was authorized in scriptures. Adoption is not something new. So to that child also, the mother shows great affection. Not just because, okay, my blood, my khantan, my daughter, my son, not like that. Showed an equal affection. So anybody of any age should be very careful to treat anybody other than wife as mother. Only wife is wife. Everybody else is mother. So even if you see in Vedic culture, in some places, you will see with great respect, the fathers call their daughter as mother. Ma. Ma. In Bengal, if you see, the daughter is called Ma. The word Ma, the Shabda Ma, means mother. Ma'am, you're seeing ma'am. That is also derived from Ma. So every woman should be seen as mother. Every woman. So it is very, very important that we don't allow dirt to come into the heart. We are chanting Hare Krishna. We are worshipping Krishna. Krishna is watching. We should be very, very careful to see every woman as mother only. That is high class. So we should be very careful that no dirty thoughts are coming into our heart. We should pray sincerely to the Supreme Lord that such things that should not happen into my heart, and I always have to see everybody else as mother only, all the women as mother. The men should pray like that, and women also should treat every man as their son only. They should never think in a wrong way or try to induce some feelings. Krishna is watching. He is in every atom. So no playing around, no joking. Whether you become Krishna conscious, you don't become Krishna conscious, still Krishna is watching. Krishna is in charge. He's in every atom, everybody's heart. So Krishna will certainly appreciate. The last line Prabhupada is mentioning is very, very important. Krishna teaches here, Lord Krishna, the Lord of the universe, plays the part of the ideal son just to teach others how to treat their stepmothers. So a stepmother or real mother, it doesn't matter. Sometimes we may lose our mother, lose our father. But Krishna has given many, many Mataji. Sometimes I have a personal realization on this. When I went to Bangalore, and before like 10, 15 years, 2008, after Guru Maharaj's stroke, we gradually moved into Bangalore. Especially after 2012, 2010, 11. So that time I saw that all the children are in the street. No proper food, no proper clothing, no proper sleep. They are all in the street. Nobody to care. All finished B.Tech or something, they are in the street. No protection at all. No proper nourishment. No care. No one to guide. Then generally I used to call them for classes, and all most of our classes were with youth only. All these boys who are staying in PG, girls staying in PG, they only come and attend our programs. Most of our Bhakti Vriksha classes, everything, because we are in the corporate circle, and we generally have some youth becoming affectionate to us, and we just call them, come to the class. So they say that only on Sunday I am having good food, ma'am. Like that, they used to come and tell, only on Sunday I am having good food, or Saturday, whenever we are having program, they say that we are having good food. And then whether they call me Mataji or not, I understood that how Prabhupada, he has sent so many Matajis in every city, so that this Anath babies will have a shelter. This Anath babies will have at least some food once in a week. So running a Bhakti Vriksha is very, very essential for anybody who's running a home. You should not be Kripana. Okay, I am there, Krishna is there. Vaishnava Seva is also important. You don't say, even Guru appreciates Vaishnava Seva so much. Guru Maharaj always engages everybody in various services. And Vaishnava Seva is one of the primary things. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very happy that when he comes, hundreds of people will come. Feeding Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not so easy. Guru Maharaj laughed that day. You invite Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is not easy. Alone Chaitanya will come and take you. Take your prasadam. No. No. He will come with hundreds of people. You have to feed all the 100. That is Guru. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So everybody should run at least a program in a week. At least distribute some prasadam. Alone we cook. Alone give to Krishna. Alone you will eat. This is very, very kripana. Weekly once, a devotee, Guru Maharaj very clearly said, an initiated devotee should cook and offer to Krishna, and they should not be kripana. Me and my family, I will only eat. I'll offer prasadam, I'll eat. I'll offer prasadam, I'll eat. What are you giving to others? Nothing. No, you're supposed to provide, because we are like mother and father. So you see here, the spiritual master, we become Siksha Guru, a Brahmana's wife. Anybody who's chanting Hare Krishna is more than a Brahmana. So then purity will prevail in the family, and the family will be protected by Krishna, not like selfishly only for yourself. Then you can live in Goloka, you can even die today if you want to live only for yourself. Not Goloka, go to Vaikuntha or something, spiritual world. But go back home, back to God. So this is very essential. It will purify the home, it will purify the thoughts. So teach others Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and also give them some prasadam. Every week this program should go on. If somebody is initiated and they have a home, they have a kitchen. You have a home and you have a kitchen. It is not, okay, I'll give in the altar and all the things only I will eat. Weekly once at least you should give some prasadam to others if you have a kitchen. So this motherhood is very, very important. So we should be careful that we are following as Krishna is teaching us. Thank you very much. Hare
Hari Om Tat Sat. Gaura Hari. Very nice. Anybody has any comments, questions, or realization? Please share with us.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
इसमें जो है शास्त्रों के अनुसार भी 7 प्रकार की माताएं होती है। पहला वास्तविक माता, जिसके गर्भ से आदमी पैदा लेता है। दूसरा है गुरु पत्नी, गुरु की पत्नी वो भी माता हुई। अब ब्राह्मण पत्नी माने वो जो पुरोहित होते हैं उनकी पत्नी भी, राजा की पत्नी जिस राज्य में आदमी रहता है उसकी रानी, गाय, और छठा दिया है धाय तथा पृथ्वी। ये धाय क्या होता है और पृथ्वी कैसे माता हुई?
ये दाय होता है नर्स, जो कि बच्चों को देखभाल करने के लिए रहते घर में।
अच्छा।
छोटे बच्चों को देखभाल करने के लिए दात्री बोलते हैं उसको, दात्री।
अच्छा। और इसमें धाय दिया, धात्री।
हाँ,
अच्छा जी,
धात्री बोलते हैं। वो श्लोक है एक
अच्छा
जो चाणक्य पंडित ने बताया और श्रील प्रभुपाद ने कोट किया है।
जी जी
उसमें लिखा है कि आत्मा माता गुरु पत्नी ब्राह्मणी राजपत्निका धेनुर धात्री तथा पृथ्वी सप्तैता मातर स्मृता। कहने का मतलब है कि जैसा वो बताया गया है, वो दात्री में द नर्स लिखा है, दात्री है वो। दात्री मतलब जो बचपन में बच्चों का देखभाल करने के लिए एक माँ रहती है, उसको क्या बोलते हैं? वो बेबी सिटिंग समथिंग बोलते हैं ना आजकल।
अच्छा अच्छा, जो नर्स का काम करती है, जैसे फादर मदर कहीं चले गए, वो देखभाल करती है बच्चे का,
तो वो है क्या बोलते हैं? दात्री, नर्स।
अच्छा, इसमें धाय दिया है, धाय तथा पृथ्वी।
हाँ, धाय मतलब दात्री होता है।
हाँ यस यस, प्रभु जी। अच्छा वो है ये पृथ्वी, ये 7
पृथ्वी माता, अर्थ, भूमि, भूमि।
जी जी भूमि। अच्छा ठीक है। और एक दूसरा है, ब्रह्मांड के स्वामी भगवान कृष्ण अन्यों को भी माताओं के साथ व्यवहार करने की शिक्षा देने के लिए एकादश पुत्र की भूमिका निभाते हैं। तो ठीक है, ब्रह्मांड के स्वामी अगर भगवान कृष्ण है, तो फिर ब्रह्मा कौन से है?
ब्रह्मांड का स्वामी भगवान कृष्ण का मतलब है कि ब्रह्मा का भी स्वामी भगवान कृष्ण ही है। ये ब्रह्मांड को क्रिएट करने की जो शक्ति और उसका आवश्यक वस्तु और उसका ज्ञान, ये सब कृष्ण भगवान से ब्रह्मा ने प्राप्त किया है।
अच्छा अच्छा,
इसलिए उस ब्रह्मा का भी जो वो है कृष्ण। इसलिए ब्रह्म संहिता ब्रह्मा ने लिखा है, और ब्रह्म संहिता ने ब्रह्मा ने क्या लिखा? ईश्वर परम कृष्णा। परम मतलब अति उत्तम, अति उत्तम ईश्वर जो है वो कृष्ण है। सच्चिदानंद विग्रह, उनका जो स्वरूप है वो सत चित और आनंदमय है। और अनादि आदि गोविंदा, उनका पीछे उनका कोई सोर्स नहीं है, उनका कोई मूल नहीं है। और सर्व कारण कारण वो गोविंदा कहलाते हैं, और सारे जितने सारे कार्य है उसका कारण वही है।
अच्छा,
तो ये ब्रह्मा स्वयं ने बताया हुआ है। इसलिए ब्रह्मा का भी फादर जो है वो कृष्ण भगवान है।
जैसे अब बताया गया कि ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश, ब्रह्मा सृष्टि की रचना करते हैं, विष्णु पालन करते हैं और महेश संहार करते हैं। तो वो तीनों से ऊपर है भगवान कृष्ण। भगवान कृष्ण
तीनों से ऊपर है भगवान कृष्ण।
अच्छा अच्छा, और इन लोगों को पावर दिए हुए है ऐसा करने के लिए।
यस,
धन्यवाद प्रभु, धन्यवाद।
हरि बोल,
हरि बोल,
हरि बोल।
जो 4 वर्णा से ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय वैश्य सूत्र है, why क्यों Brahma's wife only like mother, but what about others? Why didn't they mention like this?
Brahmana's wife only mother, because a Brahmana's wife is taking care of all the disciples of the Brahmana. गुरुकुल में जो भी बच्चे आते हैं, सबको पढ़ाई करने के टाइम वो अपने बच्चों की तरह उनको ट्रीट करके, उनका खाना वगैरह देके उनका पूरा देखभाल करती है। लेकिन वो दात्री नहीं बनेगी, वो नर्स नहीं है, वो माँ है। एक माँ का कर्तव्य को पूरा करती है वो बच्चों को। क्योंकि उस समय पे वर्णाश्रम धर्म के समय पे जो बच्चे आते हैं वो गुरुकुल में छोड़ दिया जाते हैं 5 वर्ष में, और लगभग 15 साल तक उनको देखने के लिए माँ बाप को आना मना है। इसलिए उनका जो माँ बाप है वो स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर है, और उनका पत्नी उनका माँ बनती है।
ओके ओके, बाकी धर्म में ऐसा नहीं है।
नहीं, वो लोग कोई पढ़ाता नहीं ना, वो देखभाल नहीं करते ना। जब देखभाल करेंगे, दात्री का काम कम से कम करेंगे, तब तो हम उसको मानेंगे। दात्री का काम तो कर सकते हैं बाकी वर्णों में, अंदर से जो माताएं हैं वो दात्री का काम यदि करें तो वो माँ माना जाता है। लेकिन ब्राह्मण की पत्नी है ही माँ, क्योंकि वो ब्राह्मण का जितने भी शिष्यगण हैं उनको अपने पुत्र स्वीकार करके वो सबको देखभाल करती है माँ की तरह।
ओके ओके, हरि बोल।
इसलिए ब्राह्मण पत्नी जो है वो माँ है।
ओके, हरि बोल, थैंक यू।
हरि बोल। Good question. Thank you very much. 4, 3, 2,
1.
0. Thank you very much for the association. So we will assemble again tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock for Srimad Bhagavatam after chanting the holy name of the Lord congregationally. Vandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
जय
Patita Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Patita Pavan Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai. Bhagavat Satsang ki jai.
जय
Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Vaishnav Pranam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari